The Middle East is a chessboard of complex rivalries, and few are as intense as the one between Iran and Israel. For decades, these two nations have been locked in a shadow war. Proxies, cyber attacks, covert ops. But nowhere is the tension more visible than in the skies. Israel has long dominated the air, striking targets with near impunity. Iran, meanwhile, has struggled with an outdated air force, creating a dangerous imbalance. Now whispers are growing louder. Iran is eyeing a major upgrade. Freed from some sanctions, Tehran is looking to modernize its military, with a focus on its air force. The centerpiece? A potential purchase of China's advanced Chengdu J-10C fighter jets. This 4.5-generation jet could be a game-changer for Iran. For Tehran, acquiring the J-10C would signal a refusal to accept aerial inferiority. It would provide a credible deterrent against Israeli airstrikes. For Israel, it means the skies over Iran would no longer be uncontested. The entire dynamic of their conflict could shift. But will Iran actually get these jets? And if so, can they truly challenge Israel's formidable air power? To answer that, we need to examine both air forces, the J-10C's capabilities, and the hurdles Iran faces. This isn't just an arms deal, it's a high-stakes move in a regional power struggle. The stability of the Middle East could hang in the balance. The Israeli Air Force is more than strong, it's a regional superpower. Its reputation is built on world-class technology, elite training, and relentless innovation. Israeli pilots are among the best, shaped by a grueling selection and training process. Their edge comes from both people and machines. The IAF's backbone, American-made F-15 Eagles and F-16 Fighting Falcons, including advanced variants tailored for Israel. But the crown jewel is the F-35 Yadir, a stealth fighter customized with Israeli tech. Its stealth and advanced avionics make it nearly invisible and deadly. Israel's domestic defense industry further enhances these jets with unique systems, electronic warfare, custom munitions, and advanced command networks. The F-35I isn't just an import, it's a platform reimagined for Israeli needs. Combat experience sets the IAF apart. Israeli pilots regularly fly complex missions in hostile airspace, keeping them sharp and battle-hardened. Their tactics are honed against a wide range of threats, from basic anti-aircraft guns to advanced missile systems. This combination of technology, training, and real-world experience makes the IAF the undisputed master of Middle Eastern skies. Any challenger faces a steep climb. The IAF's dominance is not just about hardware, it's about a complete, integrated ecosystem. For Iran, matching this will be a monumental challenge. In stark contrast, Iran's air force is a relic of the past. Its frontline jets, F-14 Tomcats, F-4 Phantoms, F-5 Tigers, were all bought before 1979. These planes were once formidable, but decades of sanctions have left them aging and hard to maintain. Iranian ingenuity keeps them flying, but spare parts are scarce and upgrades are limited. The result: outdated radars, engines, and weapons with airframes fatigued by years of service. Iran has supplemented its fleet with a handful of Russian MiG-29S, Su-24S, and Chinese F-7S, but these are also far from modern. The MiG-29S are early models, lacking advanced capabilities. The F-7S are obsolete. This patchwork fleet creates a logistical nightmare, with different maintenance and weapons for each type. Numerically large, Iran's air force is qualitatively inferior. It lacks a modern, cohesive fighting force and struggles to project power beyond its borders. In a direct clash with Israel, Iran would be at a catastrophic disadvantage. Brave pilots can't overcome outdated technology. They'd be detected sooner, targeted from farther away, and outgunned. This reality drives Iran's urgent search for a new generation of fighter jets. The J-10C could be the leap they desperately need. Enter the Chengdu J-10C, a potential game-changer for Iran. This 4.5-generation single-engine fighter boasts advanced avionics and agility. Its AESA radar is a major upgrade, tracking more targets and resisting jamming. The cockpit features modern displays and a helmet-mounted system for rapid targeting. Armed with long-range PL-15 missiles and agile PL-10S, the J-10C is a formidable air combatant. It can also carry laser-guided bombs and anti-ship missiles, making it a true multi-role platform. Powered by the WS-10B engine, it offers high performance and maneuverability. For Iran, acquiring the J-10C would be a quantum leap. Instantly the most advanced fighter in their inventory. It would transform Iran's air force from a museum to a modern threat. The J-10C's arrival would force Israel to rethink its air dominance. But can Iran truly harness its potential? Iran's push for new jets isn't about conquest, it's about survival. Israeli airstrikes across the region have exposed Iran's vulnerability. Protecting its nuclear program is Tehran's top priority, and its current jets can't stop a modern Israeli attack. A credible air defense requires both missiles and capable interceptors, something Iran sorely lacks. Beyond defense, a modern air force is a symbol of national prestige and deterrence. New fighters would raise the cost of any attack, forcing adversaries to think twice. Deterrence is as much psychological as it is military. Iran's doctrine is evolving. Proxies and missiles can harass, but only modern jets can control the skies. The J-10C offers Iran a flexible, balanced tool for defense and offense. For Tehran, it's the most viable and urgent option on the table. If Iran gets the J-10C, the real test is how it fares against Israel's F-35 Aedir. On paper, the F-35's stealth and sensors give it a decisive edge. It can see and strike first. The J-10C, while advanced, is more visible and less integrated, but the J-10C's long-range missiles and modern radar would force Israel to rethink its risk calculus. Support aircraft like tankers and AWACS would be at greater risk, complicating Israeli operations. Air combat isn't just one-on-one, it's a networked battle with dozens of jets and ground radars. Iran could use ground-based sensors to help guide J-10Cs, making surprise attacks harder. In close combat, the J-10C's agility and missiles could threaten even the F-35. Iran's goal isn't air superiority, it's to make any Israeli attack costly and dangerous. The J-10C could give them that deterrent. To gauge the J-10C's real-world impact, look to Pakistan, the jet's only export customer so far. Pakistan acquired the J-10CE to counter India's Rafale fighters, integrating it quickly into their air force. Pakistani pilots praise its radar, avionics, and missile combo, calling it agile and reliable. China delivered the jets rapidly, showing it's a willing and capable supplier. For Iran, this means quick delivery and access to advanced weaponry. But integration is complex. Training, maintenance, and infrastructure are major hurdles. Pakistan's success is promising, but Iran's unique challenges remain. The J-10C is proven, but Iran must build the ecosystem to use it effectively. Even with a deal, Iran faces steep hurdles. First, the cost of a fleet of J-10Cs and support could run into the billions. Money Iran's battered economy may struggle to find. Second, logistics. Iran's air force is used to American and Russian jets. Switching to Chinese fighters means retraining pilots, ground crews, and building new infrastructure. This transition could take years. Political obstacles loom large. US sanctions could complicate payments and delivery, and China must weigh its broader Middle East interests. There's also the question of absorption. Can Iran build the command, control, and maintenance systems needed to truly operate these jets? Without a robust support structure, the J-10Cs risk becoming expensive showpieces. Iran must invest not just in hardware but in people and systems. The path to modernization is long and uncertain, but for Iran the stakes are high enough to try. Overcoming these hurdles is essential for any real shift in air power. The J-10C's impact depends on more than just its arrival. It's about transforming the entire Iranian Air Force. So, would the J-10C let Iran truly challenge Israel's air power? Not entirely. The technological gap, especially with the F-35 remains. Israel's edge in training, experience, and integration is still formidable. But Iran's goal isn't total dominance, it's credible deterrence. The J-10C would force Israel to take greater risks and raise the cost of any attack. No longer would Israeli jets face only outdated relics. Mission planning would become more complex and the political cost of action would rise. The J-10C would make Iran a tougher target, shifting the balance from passive victim to active defender. It's not a silver bullet, but it's far more than symbolic. For the first time in decades, Iran would field a modern air defense fighter. The gap with Israel would narrow, even if not close. The J-10C's arrival would mark a major shift in the region's air power equation. The skies over the Middle East would become a contested domain once again.